leaving no doubt as he defeats Richard Dunn, and he shows there's still some thunder in that right hand. Champion, are you surprised that Dunn could take so many?
I can't talk about nobody before I talk about God. I thank Almighty God Allah for my success, my victory. Also, I want to say Assalamu alaikum to the Chief Minister, the Nation of Islam, the Muslims in America, the Honorable Wallace D. Muhammad, my leading teacher. Also, I must say that Dick Greger's a great man. He's running from coast to coast, putting emphasis on the food problem. He's now about 20 miles out of Wichita, Kansas, on Highway 54. I want to say hello to him. Thanks to Brother Herbert Muhammad, my manager, and all my family at home watching the fight. I want to say I will be fighting next month, the wrestling champion of the world.
And here's your man that you defeated, Richard Dunn from Yorkshire. Any comments about the courage of the challenger?
I want to say I'm so happy that I trained, I got in shape. This man is a world top contender. He's a young man yet. I predict he's going to be a top-notch contender. He gave me more trouble than I expected, and I'm glad I was in shape for this fight. And if I was in the same shape this month like I was last month, I would have lost the fight with no doubt, because he's a great fighter. He's better than I thought he was, and I predict you'll hear a lot about Richard Dunn.
He landed some punches. Did he ever hurt you?
He shook me up about 2 times.
You recall the particular punch of the round?
First round, he caught me right at the start, and he caught me kind of late in the second.
Richard Dunn, Richard, how do you feel?
I feel all right, good.
You felt you could have continued?
Pardon?
Did you feel you could have continued?
Yeah, I could have done, but, you know, I'm not the referee. The referee, he said, not enough, that's enough.
Anything to say to Ali before leaving?
Yeah, I'd fight him again.
You'd like to fight him again? Who would?
I'll give him a rematch because he deserves it. Put up a fight better than most of my opponents. Also, I want to say, Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslims, my friends, fans. Thanks, President Ford, for giving me the honor that he gave me when he mentioned my name in the press conference the other day about the 2,000 American soldiers I bought tickets for. And again, to my great leader, the only man for solution to the world problem. And I love him. He's my leader and teacher, my guide. All my power and strength and source come from God Allah through the Honorable Wallace D. Muhammad. I want to say to him, if he's watching, and the people of the world, Assalamu alaikum.
Before you leave, the right hand, was that the strategy all the way that you'd hit him with the right?
The right hand lead, because I've fought southpaws before, and it's the right hand. Also, I want to say to Michael Reese Hospital out there, to Stephen Fetcher, the great comedian who's sick, and I hope God bless him to get well soon.
How about Ken Norton? Anything to say to him?
Ken Norton, Yankee Stadium, tell him I think he can see now. He made mention that the last fight he saw was not the Ali.
Here's one of your knockdowns, Muhammad. Excuse me, please.
Yes. We'll meet Ken Norton in Yankee Stadium coming up soon. First, I'm going to get the Japanese wrestler. I have 2 great karate teachers with me. Mr. From Washington, D.C. 2 great karate teachers are getting me ready for the wrestler.
Are you going to use that right hand?
Mr. Jun Ri is his name. He's training me now for the Japanese wrestler. Yes, that wasn't the right hand. That was the unique acupunch. It was a karate chop right. If you watch it again...
That's already your acupuncture shot?
That's the acupunch I told you about. If you keep watching, you won't hardly see it. It's so fast. That's the unique acupunch. That's the Kid Gavilambolo, you see me.
You didn't do the dancing that we expected. We thought you'd move more.
I did. I danced a little bit, but I didn't have to dance too much. I had to figure him out because he wouldn't fall for it. He wouldn't follow me. When the man, he was a southpaw, I couldn't get my punches off. This is why I had to concentrate on right leads.
Thank you, champ. Congratulations.
Assalamu alaikum again to the great Honorable Wallace D. Muhammad.
Muhammad Ali, still the heavyweight champion of the world, had himself a fight here in Munich, Germany tonight. And we'll take another look at it after we pause for this word. So Muhammad Ali has beaten Richard Dunn here in Munich, Germany tonight. And for those who had any doubts about seeing a good championship fight, those are relieved now. It's Guten Nacht and Auf Wiedersehen for Richard Dunn, but it was a heck of a scrap by the Limey. We'd like to see the disc again, but we have no television monitor at our location, but you're enjoying them back home. I like the way that Dunn came to Ali, and of course that was all instinctive after the 4th round, you've got to feel, Larry.
I think he surprised Ali actually there. All the scouting reports on Dunn were that he would just fall apart the first time he got hurt, that he didn't know how to defend himself. The way he did defend himself was just to go right back at him.
The expression I kept hearing when I did the interview, guys, was that he couldn't hold the punch I thought he held it well because Ali even wound up like a sidearm pitcher. And look at him. And Dunn kept coming back, which was amazing. And even when the referee called it no fight, Dunn kept hollering, no, no, no. There it is.
And at that point, I felt that referee hit a happy medium as much as could be expected. You want the challenger to have a chance to win the fight. On the other hand, you don't want him to leave the ring permanently injured. And I thought he drew the line rather well. Maybe Candace is the one to ask about that. That is the unpleasant part of the game, Candace. You saw all the pretty beforehand. What was your reaction?
Oh, ringside at a fight is a whole different fight scene. I was just horrified. I felt so sorry for Dunn. I kept thinking of Lenny and Mice and Men, and then he kept coming to the ropes and winking at us and smiling while Ali was pummeling him.
And we'll have more